trees were not supposed to be part of. Just going over the green with this highlight color. Might as well do another demonstration of the backlighting it. See, I'll get this purple color. Watch me, red and blue. Okay. See this light purple? And take that. Well, it's not a light purple. It's actually kind of dark. Do a backlight. Makes the trees seem more realistic and round. Let it go a little bit lighter. Every time I had another question about doing tree trunks. I'll still post another video that's more thorough on that, but this is a principle I always use doing round objects that I did in my backlighting video, but I'm just using a backlight to make these tree trunks seem like round cylinder shapes and not flat. Color's getting kind of light. Let's keep it. I want to keep it pretty dark. You have to remember that it darkens as it dries. Okay. It's kind of cool how the wall texture adds texture to my trees. A lot of times wall texture is my best friend when I'm trying to do tree texture. It just adds texture to my painting. Now this part is fun. I'll pull out my detail brush and I'll bring in some of this atmospheric color that's up here, and those grayer, lighter tones I'll add in down here by making negative space. I'm not going to paint branches. I'm going to paint the space in between the branches, because with a brush like this it's easier to paint little triangles and squares than it is to put thousands of little branches going all over. So all I need to do is, I'll show you, let me show you. A mix of color, yeah, okay. So white. Just take this palette I was already using. I'm going to, actually I'll grab some of this green here. Some of this bright green, blue. I'm just trying to get that gray color up there. So I need red and blue right now. Red, blue. My brother said to me one day, he said, "Yeah, this stuff's easy for you. You see colors like a mathematician sees numbers." I don't see myself as that great, but that is kind of the mentality that I approach my paintings with. It's just calculating how much of, understanding those primaries is everything to me, understanding how much of each of those three a color needs to be balanced. Okay, gray. Yeah, that's a good color. I'm testing it up here. Now I'm going to bring this closer so you can see this technique. Bring this right up in here. Get a good view for you. Okay. Shaky camera. How's that? How about that? That's good. Okay. I'll come in here and I'll just start making little spaces in between the branches, right? When you first see this, it's going to be like, what? You'll see as I go what it turns into. Okay, put some up in here. Here. See this? This is going to be a branch. Right there. Then there's another branch crossing, and I do that. Every time I make a dot, every time I make a little dot of negative space, I'm getting multiple edges of different branches. See? This is like a tree trunk in here, so I fade these little dots. Now I'm choosing the dark areas to do this in. This, let's make some down in here, like just straight up like that. That's probably too much light behind it. Just press that out with my hand. You can totally fade colors by just stamping it with your hand with this kind of paint. I like doing that. See? Just stamp it. Watch. Do it again. Or with your finger, whatever. You have to do that while it's still wet, though. Okay, we'll make some little dots in here. Make some up in here even. Getting off camera. Noise effects help. I have this theory that the more excited you get about what you're doing, the more information your mind will store and use for next time. Kind of like all your memories from a long time ago tend to be things that were more dramatic. You know, things that really sparked your mind. So with art, you know, all the little sound effects and really getting into it, that just helps feel good. And then I remember all. It's just storing information. That's what it is. The road to improvement is storing massive amounts of information about how things look. Okay. Add some more of those in here. We'll do some. Watch what happens when I do a bluer. I'll add blue to this. Not a lot. See this color right here? A little bit bluer. I'll make it a little darker altogether. Add red and yellow. Blue. It has more of a deep forest look when you add the blue in there. Some of this. Here we go. Even more. Get some of this. See, like that. Add some of these. I'll go over these spots and make them darker. I really enjoy this part. It's, you know, you get a lot out of just one little touch of the brush. It's always fun when a technique delivers a lot of good looks for just a little bit of effort, you know. I used to love watching Bob Ross, tree, mountain. He was awesome. dots this dark color in there. Alright, don't want to overdo it. Zoom out now so you can see the final shot. Yes. Crazy. This is the